Do you like my costume? I am a Ashley with a little bit of eye makeup. Hondo, come here. Come here. Come here. Do you want to be in the show? I was gonna do. I'm tired. I'll just tell you guys that. And I've never really been super into Halloween, and I'm not actually wearing a costume, but this shirt is funny, right? Beans. Beans. Okay, Beans. I was gonna do Shmooly show, but I didn't get a link. So I was like, fuck it, I did my makeup. Here we are. I've never really been. Oh, hi Rochi. Happy Halloween to everyone. Hi, Angel. Just say that for now. The vertical live thing is a thing. I'm not really a huge Halloween person. I never really have been. Oh, do you guys like my shirt? This is the only thing that's kind of comedic and Halloweenish. Like, I don't know if you guys ever saw that Seinfeld episode. Like, it's such a silly shirt. Hold on. It's like the puffy shoulder thing shirt. So I think Shmuel forgot to send me a link, and I'm like, whatever, I did my makeup. What was I gonna say? I was kind of tired, and I almost backed out of it like 3 times, so it's fine. But, Halloween. Yeah, I don't like big crowds. I'm not a big crowds person. So, Halloween just feels like another one of those like kind of amateur night things to me. Oh, this is what I want to talk about. And whether I go on Shmooly or not, I need to talk to you guys about this because I was thinking about it today and I think it's very important to discuss. How creepy is trick-or-treating? Like, I was looking back, and we used to do it a lot growing up, and I was looking back at like the dynamics. Just, okay, there's so many levels to this. First of all, sending your kids out in outfits to go ask strangers for candy or trick. Like, I cannot. Like, I can't believe I just started thinking about this like literally a couple hours ago. I was like, I mean, I've thought about it subconsciously, obviously, but I was thinking about growing up and what used to happen with us. So before like 10, 11, 12, there was usually one adult, like one parent chaperoning the group of kids, right? You're still knocking on strangers' doors. Trick or treat, it's creepy. So we grew up in Georgetown, which is a really safe neighborhood. And also it was very ahead of its time in terms of like, I remember, so I was born in 81. I remember in the 80s, so I'll be 11 by 91 or whatever it is, 92. I remember in the 80s, like knocking on people's door and they would give us an apple or like a granola bar, or like, this was the worst case scenario. Sometimes bags of carrots. My mom would always be like, don't touch that food, don't touch that food. Like, you don't know if they wash their hands or whatever. Like muffins and shit. We never went back to those people's houses the next year. That's a good way to get trick-or-treaters to go away, by the way. Baked goods. Just make some cookies. Baking actually has this awesome effect on our brains. When you smell cookies cooking, sometimes I just cook cookies because I know this, to make the house smell like baked goods, because it triggers something in your brain that makes you feel like comfort and safe. You don't even have to eat the cookies. I mean, you should. You can, right? So trick-or-treating. After like, I'd say 12, 13, we were allowed to go in groups with other kids trick-or-treating. So that puts you at, 12, 13, 14, from like 11, 12. It was like, okay, there's an older kid, like a six. Okay, think about this. So Zach's gonna go with you guys. He's 16. He'll be like the adult chaperone. You guys are like 11 and 12. What's Zach? Zach is a 16-year-old boy walking, parading around a bunch of girls and boys in like, Halloween costumes are usually like spandex or something. I can't. I'm just like right now, like it just hit me today. I was telling Shmuel, I was like, can we please talk about how creepy trick and treating is? It's so fun for the kids. I mean, we had so much fun, but also it was this. It was, I want a big, you guys remember like um, the pumpkin, like whatever you call the baskets you put to your candy. We had ones that were pumpkins. Ooh, that looks good. We had ones that were pumpkins, and we would just like fill up the candy, and it would just be. Then again, okay, so let's not even get into let's start at the top. So it's a bunch of stuff that's let's start at the top. It's a bunch of stuff that's super unhealthy, a bunch of sugar, and we're eating that. Basically, that's what we're eating for 2 weeks after Halloween. Make it make sense. But okay, so that there's a surface level. Another surface level is sending your kids out to knock on strangers' doors. Like even Georgetown, although like actually I realized this because there's a lot of private security now in LA because the police are just very busy. So the safer neighborhoods have security guards walking around. And I was like, I only know this from growing up in Georgetown. We had security guards always that walk around, but that's not like that was in the 90s and 80s. That wasn't a thing yet. So even a safe place like Georgetown, it's still crazy. Like you're letting your kids go out and what did you want to be for Halloween as a girl? I wanted to be a princess, a ballerina, a queen. I don't know, everything that was would be very tempting for someone who is not right here, right? We know what happens with things that start with the letter P. It's like, I don't know. I was talking to my friend in England today, and she's like, it's not as big here as it is there. Usually we just get some pizza. I was like, I feel silly asking this because I feel like Halloween is a global thing. But, so I was like, do you guys celebrate? It's like a thing there. She's like, yeah, it's not as big of a deal as it is there. But just the tradition of trick-or-treating somehow just hit me today as like way off. Hi guys. Buckman, I don't have the link. I texted you. There's no link. Shmuel Buckman, I do not have the link. You didn't text me the link. AshleyLaYogini@gmail.com. So I don't have it. Isn't this ironic? Do you remember Rochi? Do you remember when Shmuel was so mad because he didn't have a link? And now I've gotten all my makeup on. I look like kind of got some Amy Winehouse stuff happening by accident, but I'm into it. And he doesn't send me the link. That's so rude. Hold on. I was going to call him, but I can't call him. Rochi, you remember. Rochi's my witness. Let me text him. I guess he doesn't know to send it to my email. He might have sent it to Twitter, but if I do it on Twitter, I'm gonna do it from my phone, and it sucks. I can't use my BD. Y'all know what that stands for, right? I'm just kidding. I'm really in a very silly mood. I don't know what's creepier, the whole idea of sending your kids out in like costumes, or the fact that they're accepting things from strangers. This is what I was most focused on today. The shit that people used to give us. Like, okay, so basically as a kid, and hopefully most parents do this, unless you know everyone in your neighborhood or whatever, and like, I don't know. But the apples, fine. My mom would wash the apples, but anything baked, anything in a Ziploc, she would throw it away. But the irony here is, but have all the Snickers and the Kit Kats and the whatever that you want. But I do get where she was coming from, because it was like, we don't know how they cooked. You could roofie kids. I'm sure this has happened. Probably happened to me a couple times. I don't know. All right, let me make sure Shmuel knows I'm not ditching him. You guys, I'm gonna go on Shmuel probably. He said he sent the link, but I see nada. I see nothing. Nothing. Rochi, what, baby? What'd you say? Nuga. Panhandler said he cuts a hole in popcorn bag and serves it to kids. I wouldn't be surprised. I assume Panhandler has a sign outside his house. I don't care about Panhandler. All right, guys, I'll be back because I did do my makeup and my hair. You guys saw me do my hair by accident. Let me just figure out Shmooly Bully. I also realized, like, Shmooly Bully is like, like, I don't have daddy issues because I had an amazing father. But now that he's gone, I'm like, Dad? Okay. I swear, I don't give a shit if you guys are laughing. I cracked myself up. All right, bye-bye. I'll see you at Shmooly's or back here.